Travel 60 minutes northwest of Houston along State Highway 290, and you'll find Brenham, Texas, a town of about 13,000 residents, best known as the home of Bluebell ice cream. Yet while the ice cream gets most of the attention in this town, fans of the local high school have a sweet tooth for their Friday nights. The gridiron action is what it's all about in the Lone Star State. And last season, the Brenham Cubs were one of the state's best, reaching the Final Four in state football playoffs. This year, they're expecting even bigger things, thanks to their leader, a fellow by the name of Jarrett Lee.
Call him Jay Lee.
You hear people, they call him Jay Lee, and they would say, Jay Lee's my man.
Jay Lee, as he's affectionately known, is the unquestioned leader at Brenham High. And on this hot summer afternoon, his leadership skills are put to the test. Standing 6'2" and weighing a stocky 200 pounds, Brenham High's Jarrett Lee has the hopes of the entire town hanging on his cannon of a right arm. Want proof? How many high school players have their very own action figure? Lee does.
My sister's PE teacher made those, so it was pretty neat to get that action figure over there.
As residents dream of a state title in December, Lee knows what it takes to get it done, as witnessed by his unbelievable workout regimen. Beginning each day in the weight room, then it's on to the practice field to run wind sprints. After that, he works one-on-one with his receivers. Then it's time for personal instruction from the school's wide receivers coach, who just happens to be his father.
Been on camera, you ought to make more than you've ever made, 1, 2, 3. Good.
His day finally comes to an end with a little 7-on-7 action in the evening.
Good route. That's what we do. We made a decision, all those guys. We just kind of gave a time, 3 o'clock. We go up there, lift weights from about 3 to 5. Then we go outside and run. And then at 6 o'clock when it's cool, we go out there and play catch and just throw the ball around and have fun. And we just kind of get ready. And what we do here in the summer is going to see how we are in the fall.
If it's anything like last fall, expect Lee to rewrite the school's record books. Last season, he took home nearly every award imaginable. Greater Houston Offensive MVP, District MVP, All-Region honors, and a spot on the All-State squad. It was a banner year indeed for the standout signal caller, who threw for over 3,000 yards and 40 touchdowns. Veteran head coach Glenn West knows Lee is a special talent.
What I've always heard about great players is the game seems to be a little slower for them. And I think that is that way with Jarrett. He's able to keep everything so calm. The other thing about him is he's very accurate. He's the most accurate passer I've ever been around.
Not bad for a kid that didn't even play quarterback until his freshman year in high school.
He was an offensive tackle. He moved to quarterback as a freshman in high school. So he's actually played quarterback, 3 years his whole life.
So all through junior high, I was just a lineman. I went through it. I didn't enjoy it really because I didn't feel like I was really doing much. And then I guess my 8th grade summer, going into high school, being a freshman, they had a football camp there at the high school. And so they were like, go to the position you think you'd want to be in high school. And so I kind of just went over there with the quarterbacks and just kind of went on from there.
As he's progressed through the years, he can credit his dad and the countless hours spent working on the mechanics.
A good rotation. Turn before you throw now. I tell him all the time, maybe the word perfectionist or whatever. I coach him hard. I expect a lot of him, but he has been great on that end. He's always taken coaching. He's always done his best to do what's asked of him by his coaches. And that's been, I think, a big part of his success.
It's a great advantage to have your father right there during games. And it's something he doesn't take for granted. But even Dad knows it's not as easy as it seems.
Your dad is your biggest supporter, but also your biggest critic, too. I know I'm always the one right there trying to correct him. My comeback is always to say, well, Jarrett, I just want you to understand the opportunity that you're getting. You've been blessed with ability, and hopefully I'm giving you some direction to use that.
He seems to be doing pretty good so far. Last season's newfound fame led to a busy offseason. To many in the Lone Star State, Lee has become the poster child for high school quarterbacks, earning a spot on the cover of Dave Campbell's Texas High School Football magazine this summer. High praise indeed. And as one of the top signal callers not only in the state, but in the entire country, Lee also garnered an invitation to the prestigious Elite 11 camp.
Well, it's definitely a big honor. I mean, you just think about some of the names that have been through there. Vince Young, Brady Quinn, I mean, just Kyle Wright, people like that. And it's just definitely a big honor just going through it this summer with some of the best around the nation, just competing with those guys and just going out there and having fun, too.
The Elite 11 has been fun to watch because then you actually get to compare against kids that you know are also supposedly, at the top of the class and what they're doing. It's fun seeing the culmination of a lot of the things we worked on for so many years come together as part of the package, because a lot of times you don't see immediate feedback, but then you start saying, hey, that drill that we've been doing since you were a 7th grader, it's coming together now 5-6 years down the road.
By then, Lee will be playing on Saturday, something he looks forward to. As for where he plans on playing collegiately, it was a tough decision, but one he's glad to have put behind.
Well, I decided to go to LSU in Baton Rouge, and we took a visit there, and we were just impressed with everything. I mean, just their campus, their academics, their facilities, and just the coaching staff and just the players, athletes they had, the type of offense. And we just enjoyed it all, just talking with the coaches. We spent a day there just talking with them and just spending the day there with those guys. And we just enjoyed it. And we came back home, and I just had my decision. I knew where I wanted to go. And so I just made it.